In 2042, dark matter detectors became household tools, harvesting invisible energy for endless power. But what if the dark harvests back? What if it's been feeding silently on you? Dark matter makes up 85% of the universe. It's the invisible scaffolding that holds galaxies together, interacting with our world only through the subtle pull of gravity. For decades, scientists have been hunting for it, deep underground, in heavily shielded labs. Detectors like Lux Zeppelin listen for the faintest whisper of a whimper, weakly interacting massive particle colliding with an atom of xenon. The goal was to understand the universe and, eventually, to harness this elusive energy source. And they succeeded. Or so we thought. The technology was miniaturized, commercialized, and rolled out to the public. The Dark Energy Harvester, they called it. A small, sleek device that promised a future of clean, limitless power, drawn from the very fabric of space-time. It was hailed as the greatest scientific revolution in human history. Safe, efficient, revolutionary. That's what they told us. But soon, users began to notice something strange. A creeping emptiness. A void growing inside them, as if something was siphoning not just particles from the cosmos, but the very spark of life itself. It began subtly, with a persistent fatigue that no amount of sleep could cure. A physicist, one of the original pioneers of the technology, documented the first case. He activated his personal harvester in his home office. The device hummed to life, its display showing a steady flow of energy being captured. But as the energy flowed in, something else flowed out. A profound silence descended upon his thoughts. The vibrant chaos of his mind, usually teeming with equations and theories, became quiet, too quiet. His memories started to feel distant, hollowed out like old photographs bleached by the sun. This wasn't an isolated incident. Reports started trickling in from all over the world. A musician who could no longer feel the passion in her music. An artist whose canvas remained perpetually blank. A parent who looked at their child and felt a disturbing sense of detachment. The harvesters weren't just detecting dark matter. They were summoning it. They were acting as beacons, as doorways. The devices didn't just listen for the void. They invited it in, and something answered. Entities from the deepest, darkest corners of existence. Formless, silent consumers of light and life, using the harvesters as a conduit to feed on human essence. We recovered logs, fragmented data files from corrupted drives. One entry read, "I feel empty. It's not just tiredness. It's like I'm being eaten from the inside out. I look in the mirror and I see a stranger." Families watched in horror as their loved ones became shells. They were physically present, breathing, walking, but their spirit, their soul, was just gone. The light in their eyes had been extinguished, replaced by a vacant, listless stare, directed at the softly glowing device in the corner of the room. The silent consumption was underway. The whispers started then, faint, at the edge of hearing. The sound of a slow, steady drain. People would be found in their homes, sitting perfectly still, their bodies slowly fading, becoming translucent, pixelating at the edges as their bioenergy was drawn out, thread by invisible thread. The truth, when it finally broke, was more terrifying than anyone could have imagined. These detectors, these harvesters, they don't just open a window to the void. They tear open a crack in reality, a direct line to its insatiable hunger. The silent consumption isn't a side effect. It's the entire purpose. It starts with your energy, your thoughts, your emotions. Then it takes your memories, your passions, your very soul, pulling them into an endless, suffocating dark. And the most horrific part, you don't just cease to exist. You're trapped, conscious, aware, feeling every single bite, every piece of your being stripped away for an eternity. One of the last researchers to overload his device, to try and send a warning, managed to transmit a final garbled message before he was fully consumed. His voice, fractured and overlapping with a chorus of devoured souls, gasped, "It's not empty. The void, it's not empty. It's full. It's full of screams." The dark matter isn't some inert, passive particle. It's alive, and it is starving for us. We are the energy it craves. We are its food. The universe is not silent. We just weren't listening to the sound of it feeding. The void consumes all. Thanks for watching Tech Void Chronicles. If this made you fear the dark, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment consumed below. What if your next detection is your last?